Hello, friends. I'm Greg Tepper, and that is Matt Stepp here at TexasFootball.com headquarters in beautiful Carrollton, Texas, getting ready for the simulation of the 5A Division I state championship game, pitting the Highland Park Scots against the Manvel Mavericks. We have tried our best to recreate these two teams in NCAA 2014.
Memories, such great memories.
Overall, I would say that these are pretty good. These are pretty good. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. It says Manvel in the end zone. That's incredible.
Yes.
So we've got we're going to be simulating this game. We have no controllers. You can see we are not controlling the game. So it's simply a simulation. We're going to be calling the game for you. We think we've done as good as we can. Highland Park calls it tails, and they win it. They will elect to kick off.
Randy Allen with the little
interesting.
Bring the defense out first.
Love it. Highland Park kicking off left to right. Here we go in the 5A Division I state championship game. Thank you for joining us. Kickoff into the end zone. Manvel will bring it out. And tackled at the 20-yard line. The return there by Jalen Preston.
The A&M commit.
An impact player, as you can see, somebody to keep an eye on for Manvel throughout the course of the day. Manvel will come out in their spread formation.
Cason Martin, committed to North Texas, leading the way.
Cason Martin in the shotgun, 5 wide. Taking the snap, little fake draw,
excellent
looking
protection.
Plenty of time across the middle.
It's caught!
All the way down to the 34-yard line. Warren Laster with an outstanding grab across the middle, and Manvel is in business early.
You know, we thought Manvel's speed would be a little bit of an issue for the Highland Park defense, and right away, Manvel going right over the middle deep. Big play to start the game for the Mavericks. Great start. If
you are Highland Park, you know, the big question is going to be, it looks like Laster may be banged up on that play, but I'll tell you that for us, one of the things we're going to be watching is how does the Highland Park defense match up against these explosive playmakers that are all over the field for Manvel, because they've got plenty of them. Martin with a running back to the left, flares it out to the left side, or it's caught. Broken tackle. Wow, planted. Stephen Shaw hauls it in for 5 yards there. And so far, so good. The passing game, short. You got to think this is scripted so far.
No doubt. Kirk Martin does a great job with his plays, and then the Mavericks, 2nd and 5, manageable down and distance here for the Mavericks.
Big tight end hauls it in for the Mavericks. Here we go, going 2nd and 5 here for Manvel on the Highland Park 28. Snap back to Martin, looking. Good protection again. Fires across the middle. Caught. That is Cam Scott.
The Mizzou commit.
Expect us to call his name early and often. An impact player for this team. First down for Manvel. Already 3 of 3 for Cason Martin. Manvel driving down the field on this Highland Park defense that was very good in the second half, at least against Denton Ryan.
Did a great job last week.
In their semifinal. Martin takes the snap. Handoff here. Blown up in the backfield. Deneric Prince will lose 5 yards, and that's a great stop there.
James Herring. Big tackle there for a 5-yard loss. Gets Manvel in 2nd and long.
2nd and long now for Manvel. We'll see what they can do. Moving right to left on your television screen. Manvel once again in the shotgun. Cason Martin, the quarterback, takes the snap. Looking good protection once again across the middle. There's that play again. Down inside the 5-yard line. Terrence Norman, a 22-yard catch, and Manvel is in the red zone.
Norman's got 4 touchdown catches on the year. Almost had his 5th right there in the state championship game. Great job by Cason Martin finding him over the middle.
You're watching the simulation of the 5A Division I state championship game between Manvel and Highland Park here on TexasFootball.com. 5 wide, empty backfield for Cason Martin. Almost drew him off sides. Designed quarterback draw, but he will be eaten up in the middle. Great stop there. Looked like that was number 93 there. Jack Jergovin hauls him down for a gain of just 1. 2nd and goal. Tight end to the left side here for Manvel. Now they'll move him in motion across the formation. Snap back. Handoff. Fakes the handoff. And Martin plows in for a 2-yard touchdown. And Cason Martin pops the cork on this 5A Division I state championship simulation. Celebrate with your football friends. Manvel's up 6-0.
You know, great job in the zone read there. You know, he's met at the goal line, had enough strength to get into the end zone. And now we have a kicker who we did not put into the system.
Generic kicker. I'm very sorry to the Manvel kicker. The kick is up. The kick is good.
For the masses, we tried to make this as realistic as possible, but we could not get some of the backups into the game.
Yeah,
so sorry, guys.
Backups and specialty players we weren't able to do. Manvel now kicking off to Highland Park. Fields it about 8 yards deep, and he will take a knee. And so the Highland Park Scots will begin their first drive with quarterback John Stephen Jones at their own 25. Highland Park, of course, needs to convert a lot of third downs. It's what they did against Denton Ryan. We'll see what they can do against this Manvel defense. John Stephen Jones in the pistol. The handoff up the middle. Oh, big gash there. Looks like Connor Allen goes 8 yards up the gut. And that's a great start for Highland Park.
Yes.
If they're able to run the ball, they're going to have some good success.
Very true. I mean, Highland Park's, their offensive line's a little small, but if they can get some, at least have a stalemate with that Manvel defensive line, they can make some things happen.
Now pistol again, handoff to Allen again, and he is gobbled up in the backfield. Loss of 2 yards, and that's number 28 for Manvel.
That's DePriest Taylor, 86 tackles on the year, 11 for loss, and that's his 12th tackle for loss there.
Coming from his inside linebacker spot, that makes it 3rd and 4 for Highland Park, looking to respond after Manvel's opening drive touchdown.
Scots were great on 3rd down last week, something to keep an eye on.
Pistol formation for Jones. He takes the snap, flares it out to the left, and miscommunication there, and Manvel gets a big stop. Looks like the Scots will punt.
Just handed a note by our producer there.
It's in both sides, though. The Highland Park has the right end zone, too.
Due to licensing agreements, we cannot get the Cowboys logo into the other side of the end zone. So generic team logos there. So.
Yes. So our producer was very worried that it only said Manvel in one end zone. It says Manvel on one side and Highland Park on the other. So that's why it doesn't say Cowboys. We're very sorry. Manvel takes over at its own 34-yard line. The handoff up the middle. Deneric Prince is going to be gobbled up after a gain of just 2. That front 7, Noble, Nash and Company, going to be very key for Highland Park into this game, both in real life and in fake life.
Yes. But shout out to our technical team. They really did a great job with these uniforms. They are very realistic.
Martin in the backfield, or takes the snap, flares it to the left, caught by their tight end again, and yards after catch for Stephen Shaw, plowing across midfield. They are already in Highland Park territory.
Excellent job there by Manvel. Martin finds Shaw over the middle, and he get the extra yards after the catch are big for the first down.
A lot of time here so far for Martin to throw, and that's going to be very critical. They need to make sure the offensive line needs to make sure that they are able to give their quarterback time to operate and also open up some holes for the running game. They need to have some balance in their attack.
In real football, Stephen Shaw is listed as an offensive lineman, but in fake football, he's a tight end.
Up the gut, stiff arm there for the running back
Deneric Prince
Manvel.
Again.
It's Deneric Prince again, the A&M commit, and he is eaten right now. First down for Manvel, rather, at the 35-yard line. They are in business.
Near scoring range already.
Twins on each side. Fake for Cason Martin, and he will take it up the gut for another 11 yards, and suddenly Manvel just is rolling offensively, and it's on the ground is where, if they're able to do that, they're able to have that ground game and that passing game, then that's going to be very good for the Mavericks. Martin looking, throwing to the left. Again, it's going to be the guy who's actually an offensive lineman.
He's having a great game so far,
Stephen
Greg.
Shaw, fantastic game for this anonymous tight end. As Cason Martin, 6 for 6, 105 yards.
It's pretty good, Greg.
Back in the red zone, 2nd and 3. In the shotgun, running back to his right. They will hand it to the running back. No, he'll fake it on the zone read, and a great tackle there, getting off the block. I believe that's number 57. That's Cole Bonner, the weak side linebacker, who's able to fly in and make
a lot of zone read action from Manvel early on in this game. Cason Martin doing a good job bringing that defensive end. Prince Dorba.
3rd and 2. And he will keep it on the zone read again, cuts it up the gut, and it will be a
touchdown saving tackle there for my number 4, Zach Foltz. But if he doesn't make that play, Martin's scoring again.
Inside the 5, and Manvel, Hoka Hay is feeling very good about their chances at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, ticking down the final minute of this 5A Division I States Championships simulation. Cason Martin looking across the middle, touchdown!
Terrence Norman
hauls in the touchdown.
Wide open on the slant there.
From his slot position, and it's all Manvel in this first quarter, 13-0. They have drawn first blood.
So far, this has been complete domination by the Mavericks. They are off to a flying start. Highland Park has got no answers for the Manvel playmakers.
You got to wonder how Highland Park is going to respond as the anonymous kicker. It is up and it is good.
Yes.
As now it is 14-0 for Manvel, and they're making the cheerleader do push-ups. That's right. Do those push-ups. Manvel now kick off right to left, and Highland Park desperately needs an answer here. Kickoff will sail about 5 yards deep in the end zone, where he will be happy to take a knee, and the Scots will take over at their own 20-yard line because this is an outdated game. 25. Oh, never mind. No, they updated. I'm sorry. Never mind. At the 25. Well done, video
EA
game.
Sports people.
John Stephen Jones in the pistol. Hands off to Connor Allen. He's gobbled up in the backfield. 56 in on the tackle. That is Devin Roush gets in there and makes the big stop. Fantastic play for him.
Junior defensive end with a big play there. It's 2nd and 13. Highland Park again in a long situation here.
Behind the chains, as our screen has gone a little bit darker here. Let me see if I can move the controller. There we go. I moved the controller. John Stephen Jones dropping back. Plenty of time. Fires to the left, but that's going to be a minimal gain. Just 1 yard reception for Max Dunbar. And John Stephen Jones going to need to start looking downfield, but you got to think that the fast and very quick secondary for Manvel is causing them trouble.
Yes. Max Dunbar, I don't think is really on Highland Park's team. I think he's one of the simulated players.
Fantastic.
So apologies to the Scots.
Fantastic. We're trying. John Stephen Jones looking down the field. Great catch there by number 88, Cade Sawstad. Get to know that young man. He is a third down machine, and they needed that. As we end the first quarter, Manvel, a 14-0 lead on Highland Park Scots, looking to respond here in the 5A Division I State Championship simulation. Manvel feeling very good, even though it's only the second quarter.
Still a long way to go.
I don't know why. That guy's wearing a big shelf of pads for some reason.
The cowboy collar's coming back, Greg.
Don't really know. Everyone's kind of looking in on the thing.
Hi,
this
Max.
is our producer, Max Thompson, who's looking on. John Stevens Jones, 2 of 3.
Not a professional broadcast, by the way.
Pistol attack, handoff up the middle, a little bit of a crease, but it's cut off very quickly. Connor Allen loses a yard as number 28 once again. It's DePriest Taylor.
He's having a big making an impact early on.
Very good pursuit from his inside linebacker position. Now 2nd and 11, and Highland Park again behind the chains. Shotgun formation for Jones. Three-man front for Manvel. Motion from right to left. Jones changes the play, looks, fires, caught by Sawstad. It's going to be Billy Bowling, a catch of just 2 yards there, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 9, and this is where Denton Ryan could not get Highland Park off the field. This is where Manvel has to get.
They did it on the first series. We'll see if they can make it happen here.
Pistol attack. Here it's Jones looking, firing across the middle. Great catch down. Scully Genevieve with a 13-yard catch, and Highland Park a first down in the Manvel territory, looking to respond.
Great throw there by Jones.
John
Stephen Jones.
John Stephen Jones, motion from right to left. He will take it and hand off.
Big
Great
hole
block,
there,
big hole up the middle. Connor Allen, 9-yard carry, and suddenly Highland Park starting to cook. Cooking it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Here it comes now. Highland Park, 2nd and 1. I wonder if they don't take a shot here. But, of course, it's a computer simulation, so I don't really know
what they're going to do.
Full house backfield for Highland Park. Play action for Jones.
Time.
Looking deep. Caught. Into the 20. It's Cade Sawstad again, and they're in the red zone. 17-yard catch there.
A 6'5" receiver.
The big man making his presence felt gets knocked out of bounds at the 20. Now, so Cade Sawstad there with the catch. So, 1st and 10 now for Manvel at the 20. In the red zone for Highland Park. The handoff to Connor Allen. Off the right side. Touchdown Highland Park! Connor Allen!
Run there, Greg.
Goodness gracious. Run. 20 yards later, Connor Allen hits pay dirt, and the Scots are right back in at 14-7. 14-6, rather. Extra point pending. Look at the play. Look at him run over the defender.
10-yard line. What an unbelievable run by Connor Allen. That is a man run. He has been in the weight room, Greg.
Anonymous kicker comes in for the kick. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. And your score, 3:23 left until halftime. 14-7, Manvel leads, but a
shootout.
Great response for Highland Park. Great response for the Scotties. The kickoff now from right to left on your television screen. It's caught, and the 5 yards deep, and he will take a knee. So now it's Manvel's turn, and Highland Park has not had any success slowing them down. So it'll be up.
Offense has been really sharp early on.
Can they continue it? I believe Cason Martin, the quarterback, is actually perfect so far on the day.
Oh, the Mean Green fans got to be excited about that.
Cason Martin dropping in the shotgun, flares it out to the right side. He's got a lot of room, and he plows over the defender.
Guy getting run over.
Deneric Prince out of the backfield.
Oh, the fans in College Station are loving this.
18-yard catch, and Manvel is in business again.
We do apologize if some of the skin tones of some of the players are a little off. We tried our best. No offense is intended on on our parts in any way, shape, or form.
1st and 10 for Manvel.
Back to the football.
43-yard line. snap back to Martin. He fakes the handoff. A little bit of pressure here, but fires. Got him in. It's right. No, he dropped it.
Oh,
great
coverage there.
Great pass break up there by number 53. I don't have him on my two.
Cole Bonner, I think, was there also in the vicinity.
Cole Bonner was in the vicinity. I'll bring up vicinity rather as 2nd and 10. Martin flares out to the left, caught by Stephen Shaw. Again, the offensive lineman playing tight end, but a great tackle there by Cole Bonner. 3rd and 7, and boy, this would be a big stop for Highland Park.
Highland Park's defense here. They can get. They've got this momentum. Can they keep it? 4 receivers to the right, bunch formation.
Oh, let's go quads to the right. Martin dropping. Throwing short, but then they throw short of the sticks to Warren Laster. Just a 4-yard catch, and Manvel.
Decision time for Coach Martin here.
4th and 3, and they will go. Love the aggressiveness.
Oh, Kirk Martin's in the state title game.
Fake Kirk Martin.
He is letting it all hang out.
Shotgun snap. Handoff up the middle to Deneric Prince. Did he get it?
Got it, Greg.
3 yards rush. They're going to call it a first down. First down for Manvel on 4th and 3. Gutsy call by the fake Kirk Martin.
When you've got an A&M commit at running back, you give that man the ball.
1st and 10 in Highland Park territory. Martin looking to throw. Fires to the right side. Short. Caught for about a 7-yard gain, rather. Warren Laster again. 3rd catch of the day. Great way to get open in these short routes. It looks like Highland Park very worried about the deep ball.
Yes.
Letting the underneath stuff go a little bit.
Scott and Jalen Preston, the 2 D1 commits on the outside, really leaving a lot of room for Laster, who's got 9 touchdown catches on the year.
Handoff to Prince up the middle, and he will plow forward for 5 yards and a first down, helped up by his friend because they are computer friends. 1st and 10 now for Manvel.
We're all computer friends,
at the 35-yard line. Having too much fun with this 5A Division I state championships simulation.
A lot of time for Martin
throwing to the right, and great pursuit there. That's Cole Bonner again. We've called his number a lot here. Great tackle there to stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10 now for Manvel on the Highland Park 34. Empty backfield for Martin. Takes the snap, looking, throwing on a bit of a crossing route. Caught by Colby Washington, but stopped after just a 4-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
I believe Colby Washington is a guy who does not really play for Manvel.
There he is. He
oh,
is.
Never mind.
That's his 11th catch of the game.
Okay.
11th catch of the year. Now, here's Martin.
Sorry,
dropping,
Colby.
Looking, 3rd and 6 across the middle. Caught. First down for Manvel all the way down the 20, and they are going in the hurry up inside 2 minutes.
Casey Martin, 13 of 15 today. What a first half for him.
Martin. Clock inside a minute 20. Martin throwing across the middle. Caught. That is Jalen Preston. Bottled up there after just a 5-yard gain. A minute 15 to go. Clock is running. 2nd and 5. No, it looks like they burned a timeout. 14-7.
Timeouts here.
Manvel leads. 1:15. 2nd and 5 now. Motion across the formation. Now into the backfield. The handoff will go up the middle to Deneric Prince. He's going to let him run. He's got a touchdown. Deneric Prince. 14 yards, hits pay dirt, and Manvel extends their lead. 20
Hide the women and children, Greg. That was a brutal run.
20-7. The hole just opened up there, and he plows over defenders into the end zone, and suddenly Manvel out to a 20-7 lead. Anonymous kicker up and good. 21-7. Manvel on top of Highland Park, and right now the Scots just don't have an answer to Manvel offense.
The Mavericks offense, 3 of 3. You thought you had a chance to get them off the field, but Manvel, the huge 4th down conversion there, gives the Mavericks all the momentum back.
Here's the kickoff now. Again, we didn't do specialists. We're trying very hard. We did as best we could on these teams as we're trying to get you ready for the UIL State Championship
for the real
games,
football games,
which you can find complete coverage at texasfootball.com/state.
Nice plug, Greg.
Thank you. Highland Park will take over at its own 25. 3 timeouts, 1:11 to go, and you got to think John Stephen Jones going to the air here. Takes the snap, looking out of the pistol formation, flares it out to the right side, and he will get about 9 yards. 9 yards for Billy Bowling. He'll step out of bounds, too, and 1:06 steps out of bounds. They can take their time running their next play.
Good start, though. 9 yards, a solid gain to open the drive here. Get some positive momentum going.
2nd and 1, running back to either side of John Stephen Jones in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking. Plenty of time across the middle. Oh, overthrew him.
That was a dangerous throw, Greg. Right into coverage. Looked like Brian Johnson may have been in on a little pressure there, or on the defensive coverage there, the A&M commit.
Looks like Brian Johnson was in on the coverage there, and that would make it 3rd and 1. And John Stephen Jones is bottled up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss, and they will be forced to punt. Manvel uses their final timeout to stop the clock. 59 seconds left.
More points for the half, Greg.
And Highland Park will punt it back to the Mavericks, who are already leading 21-7. The punt is away. Our first punt of the ball game, or the second punt of the ball game, and it's fielded there by Jalen Preston, who will get Terrence Norman rather, who gets a 5-yard return. Look at this. Preston has just 5 yards, but the rest of the team is really eating right now. 215 yards. Yeah, when you look at guys like Cam Scott and Jalen Preston and focus on them, the other guys open up.
And they're really making the Highland Park's defense pay.
51 seconds left on their own 32. Let's see if Manvel can cash in before halftime. Already leading 21-7 down the left sideline. Did he get a foot in? No, he didn't. Out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Coverage there for Highland Park by the cornerback.
This is under review.
Hudson Clark. Looks like they will review this as, again, the controller. Let's see if Jalen Preston was able to drag a toe. The catch is good. It looks like he is out of bounds. I think that's a good call by the officials.
Call.
The Tasso officials, I think, are doing an excellent job.
Yes.
Is this the Fort Worth chapter?
I believe it's the neutral chapter, so this is an Austin chapter.
Okay, Austin chapter.
They're doing a great job.
Got it. Excellent. Okay. So it is plays reverse. They called that a catch for some reason. That looked like he was out of bounds. Okay.
Computer glitch there.
1st and 10 now in Highland Park territory. Manvel throwing deep, caught, breaks a tackle. Jalen Preston!
You have scored a touchdown in the state championship game.
42 yards, and suddenly it is all Mavericks, 27-7 with an extra point pending, and they're cooking it up nice.
Pass the sticks, Greg. And this is a video game. You got to pass the sticks if it's a 3-touchdown lead.
These are the sticks. So now we are looking at 27-7 here for Manvel over Highland Park. 41 seconds to halftime. Anonymous kicker in for the extra point. The snap is back. The kick is up, and it is good. And, boy, some halftime.
What a start. What a start for the Manvel Mavericks. They look well on their way to a state championship.
Looking for their first title in program history. This would be very big, a great start, a dream start, you could say.
Yes, no doubt.
28-7. Can they hold off Highland Park, who, again, still has 3 timeouts? Kick back deep, and they will take a knee. Touchback. 28-7, and Highland Park, boy, you got to feel like they probably need a response.
They need some points here just to feel good. You know, if they get the ball to start the second half, so you can get some points here. Maybe you can make some adjustments and come out and firing in the third quarter.
Let's go 28-7. John Stephen Jones looking, firing across the middle. Great catch by Kate Sawstad across the 40. An 18-yard catch there. First and 10 now. Timeout. They stopped the clock there.
Oh, okay.
John Stephen Jones, 7 of 9, but just 79 yards. They're not giving him anything deep. John Stephen Jones now back to throw, throwing left side. Here caught by number by
the
16.
Guy, the player man.
The player man catches Billy Bowling.
Who's not really a player for Highland Park, but he's down to the 27-yard line.
Down to the 27-yard line, and boy, all of a sudden they take another timeout. 1 timeout left. 28-7, 29 seconds left. On the 26-yard line, John Stephen Jones looking, firing on the wheel route. Touchdown, Finn Corwin.
Finn!
27-yard touchdown strike, and Highland Park suddenly right back in the game, 28-13. Little stop-and-go action gets them on the wheel route.
Excellent route run there by Finn Corwin.
Great catch there over his shoulder. 28-13, extra point pending, and suddenly the Scots have pulled within 2 scores. Very important as they do get the ball to start the second half. And look at how much more energized the sideline is. Exactly. The kickoff now for Highland Park.
Craig, wait, this is a lot harder than it looks. This is a lot harder.
Kneels it, and it is going to be now, and you look at this, Jalen Preston has gone nuts here in the second half. 3 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
That's what playmakers do, Greg. They may get shut down for a little while, but you can only contain them for so long. They're going to make plays.
24 seconds left, and this is a video game, so it's plenty of time. Let's see if Manvel can strike here. They're going to go with a tight end and 3 wide receivers. Plenty of time for Casey Martin. He throws the sideline, gets out of bounds. Cam Scott.
Making you proud, Greg. The Mizzou commit really did a good job getting his feet down in bounds.
17-yard catch, and he got out of bounds to stop the clock. 20 seconds to go, and all of a sudden they are out to the 40-yard line-ish. Is that right? It looks like the 40. Yeah, exactly.
Casey Martin is having a sensational first half, really finding the open receivers in this Highland Park secondary.
The coach's kid looking very good so far in the early. Actually, both quarterbacks, I think, have really impressed. Casey Martin in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, surveying, plenty of time. Now he goes down! Sacked for a 7-yard loss by number 57. We'll give it to Elliot Newsom, rather. Gets the sack. 6 seconds and running. They got to get the receivers back. They were all the way down the field. Can they get the snap off? They got one. They got the snap off. Now he's going to have to heave it deep. Rather, he throws it underneath, and he'll be tackled. Now be in the first half. Deneric Prince with a catch there. But that's your halftime score. Manvel leads Highland Park 28-14 at the end of the second quarter. That's wrong. I'm pretty sure. End of the first half, rather. I really hope that's not the end of the first quarter.
It's a really high-scoring first quarter.
It's a very high-scoring first quarter. You guys got to get going. Okay, get off of this guy. Let's go. Go on. Oh, no. Come on.
The Manvel uniforms are really sweet.
Come on, computer. The Manvel uniforms look very, very good. They look very, very good.
Oh, boy. Hope we don't have a
Oh,
glitch.
no. Are we glitching? Are we glitching? Are we glitching?
Oh, boy.
Are we glitching? Oh, never mind.
Yes.
No, we pick it back up. Now in the third quarter, although the scoreboard is not working. We'll see. It's 28-14. There we go.
Third quarter. All right.
There we go. Manvel leads 28-14.
Hey, we're
a
new
moment
at
of
this.
panic here in
Yeah.
the TexasFootball.com studios.
It's our first time doing this, so stick with us.
25-yard line, Highland Park looking to get back into it. Full house backfield for John Stephen Jones as he will take the snap and hand off deep to Connor Allen, who comes up the middle and met in the backfield.
That was a WWE-style clothesline
He got suplexed. Connor Allen just a one-yard carry there.
Wrestling fans would love that move, Greg.
2nd and 9 now for Highland Park on their own 26. John Stephen Jones looking, plenty of time, but now as the pocket collapses, intercepted! Picked off by I don't know who that is. Number 13. 13. It is, I'm looking at the depth chart.
Cameron
Pedesclo. Cameron Pedesclo comes up with the pick, the first turnover of the game, and Manvel has a chance to really pull away in that game. We know turnovers are going to be so huge. Highland Park is a team that does not turn the ball over.
Yes, they don't make mistakes, and they made one there. Manvel's defensive playmakers make a huge play, Greg.
Now, handoff, or rather, flares it out, and he throws it into the sweets.
Yeah.
Cason Martin, his first really bad throw of the game.
I think that few was thrown to Adam Hochfelder in that suite there.
28-14.
It's an inside joke for everyone.
2nd and 10 now on the 33-yard line. Manvel looking to go up by 3 scores. Martin firing across the formation. He's got his man. It's Warren Laster again. A 9-yard catch is going to bring up 3rd and 1. 3rd and manageable. That's very key.
Laster, 5 receptions for 77 yards. He's had a great game so far.
Martin already up to 264 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. Now 3rd and 1. Let's see if Highland Park wants to bring a little bit of pressure. Now handoff to Deneric Prince. He's got a big hole. All the way down inside the 15-yard line.
10-yard gain there.
And he is really rumbling right now, averaging more than nearly 6 yards a carry for the A&M commit.
Well,
now,
Aggies in College Station are loving watching this.
13 first downs for Manvel. Manvel now up 28-14. Snap. Fake to handoff. The pitch to
Terrence Norman. He's in. Touchdown.
Terrence Norman hits Pater from 14 yards out, and Manvel capitalizes on the turnover, 34-14.
Excellent read there by Cason Martin on the option. He had Norman on the speed option. The linebacker came out to make the play. Martin with the pitch. Norman untouched into the end zone. Well-designed play.
34-14, extra point pending. Here's the anonymous kicker. Snap back kick is up, and it is good, and Manvel, looking for their first state championship in program history, leads Highland Park 35-14.
Got to say, Greg, this looks like it might be a sellout. We might break the state record, state virtual record for this game.
It looks like a very full house. Kickoff deep, and it looks like he'll probably take a knee because it's a computer, and all of them have happened so far this way as Kate Sawstad takes a knee. Now Highland Park definitely needs a response.
Yeah, they're going to have the running game is pretty much out the window here. They're going to have to pretty much go to the air, I would think, on nearly every down.
Full house backfield here for John Stephen Jones as he will fake across the formation.
They're
going with the option. He will keep it. That's what he can do. A great runner there for John Stephen Jones. Not necessarily the fastest guy on the field, but he's slippery.
Yes,
and he gets a big 9-yard gain.
He's got the hand warmers. I'm not sure. We're playing the game indoors. Not really sure what's going on there, but hey, he could be cold-natured. 2nd
and inches here for Highland Park as the handoff up the middle. Big hole for Connor Allen.
He's still going all the way down.
Rather, Paxton Alexander, first time we've called his number tonight. 26-yard carry on his first carry, and suddenly Highland Park is threatening Paxton Alexander following his blockers. Great block there by number 71, Thomas Schellmeyer, getting out in front of him and plowing the road.
The big 290-pound offensive lineman, clearly the Scott's best offensive lineman, makes a huge block there to spring Alexander.
1st and 10 at the 39, handoff now to Connor Allen off the left side. He's got some room. First down and more. 14-yard carry for Connor Allen. And all of a sudden, Highland Park feeling good and needing a response here, down 21 here in the third quarter of this 5A Division I state championship
line
game.
Really did a good job sealing off the edge and giving Allen a lot of room to get that first down. Really nice job.
When they've needed the big running play, they've gone off of the left side. Let's see if they do it again here. A little bit of a fullback there in the formation, rather a wing, as John Stephen Jones throws it. He is planted. Connor Allen catches it, but there, Johnny on the spot for the defense is number one. Sakori Tolds.
Excellent job there by the Manvel corner, who's got 5 interceptions on the year.
Hauls him down, and it'll make it 2nd and 10 for Highland Park. 2:45 and counting in the third quarter of the 5A Division I state championship game. Handoff to Connor Allen up the middle. He will be brought down from behind by number 26, Jermaine Brown. Just a gain of 3, and it's 3rd and 7 for Highland Park.
Field goals won't do you any good here, Greg. They've got to get a first down and get 6.
A running back on either side of John Stephen Jones in the shotgun. Jones waiting for the snap, gets it, looking to his right, now looking to his left, rolling under pressure, shakes the tackle, throws to the end zone.
He's Saustad.
No,
he's looking for
incomplete.
Saustad in the corner of the end zone. Excellent defense there by the Manvel. Trent Gordon, the Penn State commit with the play.
They will try the field goal, the 39-yard field goal. I'm not sure they would do this in real life, but we'll just see what happens. The snap is back. The kick is up. It is good.
Anonymous kicker nails it for Highland Park.
Good job, anonymous kicker.
Look
We're sorry.
That crowd, Greg.
We don't have kickers on our 2 deep, so we're very sorry we weren't able to program them. We're trying very hard, we promise.
Yes.
You're watching the 5A Division I state championship simulation here on TexasFootball.com as Manvel will kneel it and take the ball leading 35-17 on their own 25, and Highland Park needs a stop in the worst way.
Yes, if you're Manvel, you probably want to try to work some clock here, slow the tempo down a little bit, but we don't know if their computer offensive coordinator will do that.
Cason Martin hands off to Deneric Prince. He is planted in the backfield.
Oh,
great
nice
tackle there by Ryan Cox. Up the middle, hauls him down. Great stop. That's how you got to start this defensive stand if you are Highland Park. Now Manvel facing 2nd and 9 at their own 26. Cason Martin in the shotgun, hands it off to Deneric Prince. No, he fakes it, keeps it up the middle.
Zone read again.
Zone read, and he will get 5 yards, stopped short of the first down, 3rd and 4. And if you're Highland Park, you're getting into basically must-stop territory with only 5-minute quarters in the simulation.
Yes.
So,
for your sanity, we only did 5-minute quarters. And our sanity as well.
Manvel looking to convert the handoff to Deneric Prince. They clearly want to keep the ground game
down.
going. Looks like he will have the first down. Deneric Prince, a 5-yard carry when they only needed 4. First down for Manvel, and that clock will continue to run. Tick, 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 tick.
Zach Foltz tried to come up and make a play on Prince, but they ain't commit just a little too strong, got the first down.
Cason Martin now looking, surveying the secondary, looking across the middle. Intercepted! Big interception there for the player, man. Number 21.
A guy who we don't know who he is because he's not on our roster.
James Herring, I'm not sure if he's actually on Highland Park, but a great interception by the Highland Park secondary, and that's what they needed.
Yes,
they needed the turnover.
Great momentum change there. If I'm Highland Park, I'm taking a shot at the end zone here.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line for Highland Park, trailing 35-17 in the 5A Division I state championship game. The snap to John Stephen Jones, handoff to Connor Allen. He has stopped that for a minimal gain. 2-yard gain. Number 26, Jermaine Brown in on the stop there for Manvel.
Excellent penetration there by the Manvel linebackers to stop Allen before he got going.
1 minute to go here in the third quarter.
What a game, Greg.
John Stephen Jones looking, throwing to the right side. Checks it down, turns it up, and a great catch there by Billy Bowling, 7-yard catch there. And now
third and manageable.
Third and 2. This is what you needed if you're Highland Park.
Still have the option of the run here.
Again, John Stephen Jones not able to really air it out except for that one long touchdown pass. Here, a motion across the formation now falls into the backfield. John Stephen Jones gobbled up in the backfield.
Oh, my gosh, number 26, once again, Jermaine Brown with the play. The junior linebacker with 63 tackles blows up that option. Huge play for the Mavericks. 4th and 5.
Kick another extra point. This is a long one. It's a 48-yard field goal. The snap is back. The kick is up. Does it have the distance? It looks like it does. It's good.
What if Highland Park's fake kicker is excellent.
Highland Park's fake kicker having a whale of a game. That had plenty of leg on it. And suddenly Manvel's lead is down to just 2 possessions.
Yeah.
Highland Park kicking off from left to right on your computer screen. He will bring this one out about a yard deep. This is Jalen Preston, or Terrence Norman rather, a 28-yard return. And Manvel looking to just eat up a little bit of clock here. 19 seconds left in the third quarter, so 5:19 left in the game, leading 35-20. I wonder if they stay on the ground. 19 seconds to go. First and 10. Handoff to Deneric Prince.
Not
He is
much there.
gobbled up
Prince
in the backfield.
on the play.
Wow.
Nice play by the senior defensive end who transferred in from Argyle Liberty Christian. Huge play there. Puts Manvel in second and long as we get to the end of the third quarter.
Stayed at home on the zone read. Let's see if they get one more play off before the half. Or before the end of the quarter. I would let it run out if this weren't a computer simulation. But it's a computer simulation, so they're going to take the snap. It's a zone read. Oh, and a great call to have one more play before the quarter
First down, Manvel. Big first down there for Cason Martin, who's having himself a great game.
And we go to the fourth quarter of the 5A Division I state championship game. Put your fours up, people. Manvel leads 35-20 over Highland Park.
Oh, the Manvel student section.
They can feel it. Hoka can feel it. They're looking for their first state championship in program history. You're watching the simulation of the 5A Division I state championship game here on Texas Football Today. TexasFootball.com, rather. Texas Football Today also works. I am Greg Tepper, managing editor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. That is Dave Campbell's Texas Football high school football insider, Matt Stepp. Fourth quarter now. Manvel.
Wide open
Highland Park
there.
fires it out. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that is a brutal hit, Greg. I cannot believe we see these kind of hits in high school football. That is amazing.
Garrison Johnson was taken down hard by number 21 for
James
Highland
Herring,
Park.
who we think might be a fake player, but that man is brutal, Greg.
My goodness gracious. Whew. That was a big hit on Garrison Johnson. 2nd and 2 now. Clock is running here for Manvel. It's a zone read keeper again for Cason Martin. He's got some room.
Well, he has been really doing a great job on the read. Continuing to get big chunks of yardage there for the Mavericks offense.
53 yards on the ground for the senior quarterback from Manvel. And it is 35-20, and they can start to feel it now. They are starting to feel that they are getting closer to their first state championship. 35-20, Manvel leads, 4:30 to go. 1st and 10 for Manvel at the Highland Park 38. Cason Martin in the shotgun. Looking. He will tuck it and run. He is going to be brought down, planted by number 38. I think that's Ryan Cox on the stop.
My goodness. Boy, Highland Park's defense was a couple of big hits
here
early in the fourth.
39. That was Noble Nash. Slow to get up is Martin, and for good reason.
He's running the ball quite a bit, taking some shots. Noble Nash maybe with the biggest hit on Cason Martin to date so far in this game.
Now 2nd and 8 now for Manvel, leading 35-20. Cason Martin looking. He will tuck it, and he will run it again. And he's going to be down.
Move there
very smart because
Martin.
He was about to get hit very hard. He picks up a few yards to make it 3rd and 3, 3rd and manageable here for Manvel. And if you're Highland Park, you feel like you got to get off the field here.
Yeah, no question about it. At this point in the game, you've got to get a stop.
Snap. Looking for the option. Read the pitch off to Deneric Prince. Can he get the first down? He can.
Second effort.
Tough running.
The big running back that's committed to A&M. Really makes a nice play there and gets the first down. A huge first down for the Mavericks.
17 first downs for Manvel. 1st and 10 now at the Highland Park 27 rather. Snap back in the empty backfield to Cason Martin. He throws across the middle. It's caught by number 14. That is Colby Washington. His 2nd catch today. He's got 12 catches on the year now, according to the stats we have on our shot sheets.
We got stats. We got
Cason
professional, Greg.
Cason Martin in the shotgun.
A real too deep in everything here.
Cason Martin in the shotgun.
Working the clock.
Milking this clock.
That's a senior
They are
move
letting this clock go down. So we have time to talk if you want to talk about how much you're excited about the Texas High School Football State Championship.
I'm really excited about the real state championship.
I think it's going to be great. This is a great simulation, but I'm very excited to see what actually happens when Highland Park and Manvel plays.
Because I think it's going to be a great game. It might be closer than this.
It might be really good. If they're going to run this clock all the way down. Snap back to Martin. He's going to keep it on the zone read keeper. He will be brought down after a gain of about 5.
That's 35. Okay. That's what you want in this situation. Positive yardage, run the clock.
Keep the clock rolling.
You're going to force Highland Park to start using those timeouts.
And what we know about Highland Park is that if you give them an inch, they will take a mile. Yes. They do not beat themselves. And you got to think if Highland Park's going to start using their timeouts now, but it looks like they're going to wind the clock down again.
They're going to run it down to the
and so we want to invite you to check out TexasFootball.com/state for complete coverage
cool
of the 2017 Texas High School Football State Championship games. All 12 games starting Wednesday at 11 a.m. with a 6-man 1A Division I State Championship game going all the way to 7 o'clock.
We should try to simulate 6
on
man
Saturday.
That
would be so great. I don't know if they have that on NCAA. It's that back to Martin. He's looking. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to get the first down and more. Did he get the first down? He did.
It looks like he got it.
6-yard carry, first and goal for Highland Park burns the timeout.
Yeah,
they have to.
Yeah,
they have to. Ryan Cox with the tackle. He's had a great game. 418 total yards for Manvel in this game. They are carving up Highland Park so far. Now, zone read keeper for Cason Martin. He will be brought down after a gain of just a couple. 2nd and goal. They burn another timeout now. Another tackle for Ryan Cox. He's been all over the field.
He's had a nice game.
for Highland Park. Now, 2nd and goal. The handoff to Deneric Prince. Can he put the capper on it? No. He stopped after a 2-yard gain. That was like
Zach Foltz there on the tackle.
Yes, Zach Foltz, number 4, the strong safety, a big hitter. Now 3rd and goal. And
Highland Park is out of timeouts now, though, Greg.
Now, Cason Martin looking. He will tuck it and run. Cason Martin brought down.
Nope, short. But
At
now,
the 2, he's sacked for 0 yards is a weird thing to say. Noble Nash on the stop there. That's
a good
key
thing, though.
stop.
Manvel can work the clock here. That Highland Park's used their last timeout, so that the clock can run. Manvel can, run this thing down, kick a field goal, go up by 3 scores.
Great tackle there by Noble Nash. Fantastic tackle for the 5'9", 206-pound linebacker for Highland Park, and he's getting the crowd fired up. They will run this clock down.
Follow Tepper at Tepper on Twitter. And if I'm Manvel here, I let this play clock run all the way down, kick the field goal. As a fake kicker.
And so so if you're coming to the state championship games, make sure you come and say hi. If you see us walking around, it's going to be fun.
We're nice. We're very nice people.
Honestly, I'll be entirely honest. While we have a little bit of time, I think Highland Park and Manvel is going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a great game. The moxie that Manvel or that Highland Park has shown going up against this really high-powered attack.
You can't simulate it on a computer.
You really can't. But this has been a lot of fun. Snapback kick is up and it is good. Manvel takes a 38-20
lead. That should clinch the virtual state championship.
And you got to
for the
think
Manvel
that
Mavericks.
Manvel's going to do it.
Hoka hey, people.
Hoka hey looks like they're going to take their first state championship. Looks like Cason Martin bruised elbow. Questionable to return.
Thankfully, we probably won't have to return because
we will see.
We'll have a fake backup quarterback.
And so now 38-20, and Highland Park needs points, and they need points in a hurry. Minute 13 to go. Manvel feeling very good about their position. John Stephen Jones, the quarterback for Highland Park, drops back, looking, rolls to his right. That's not going to do it.
No,
looks like they're going to call it incomplete.
That's
Actually,
probably
the better outcome there because the clock would have kept rolling.
In front of this sellout crowd, a state record for virtual state championship crowd.
2nd and 10 now for Highland Park at the 25-yard line. John Stephen Jones backpedaling, looking, plenty of time. Great protection by the Highland Park offense. Deep ball, intercepted, and that is going to do it. Number 6, Brian Johnson.
Texas A&M commit, the star, the 4-star safety with that incredible interception. And now Manvel, all they have to do is kneel it out, and they will hoist the virtual state championship trophy.
Fake Kirk Martin is very happy about that performance. 1st and 10, and it looks like they're going to go into the victory formation.
The best formation in football,
The
Greg.
most glorious formation that Manvel in their illustrious history have seen. A program that is back in the state championship game and looking for their first title. They will get it in a virtual fashion here on the TexasFootball.com simulation.
We will see if they'll
For
get
some
it
reason,
Friday
they're in the
night.
shotgun. I don't know why they're running a play,
They
but
took a knee,
Deneric Prince with an 8-yard rush.
We're a little questionable there.
It's just that will be the final play of the game. The Manvel Mavericks win the 5A Division I state championship 38-20, their first state championship in program history.
What a performance from the Mavericks.
Everyone seems pretty low-key about this.
Yeah,
nobody's
not
rushing.
Celebrating.
Nobody's rushing the field. Seems kind of weird. I'd be kind of excited.
I would too. I don't get it.
So there you have it. Manvel wins our simulation of the 5A Division I state championship game 38-20 over Highland Park. But Matt Stepp, while I've got you here, let's talk about what we think is going to actually happen in the game. This simulation is a lot of fun. We tried our best to simulate the two teams.
I think it's a great job by our technical team.
Yeah, I
Max
think so.
Thompson, Brady Keene, and Ishmael Johnson did a great job with this.
I think it was a good simulation. I will say this. I think one of the things we're going to see, I don't know if we're going to see Cason Martin running as much, but I do think that they've got so many weapons that I don't know if Highland Park has seen this many weapons. Maybe they've seen weapons as good individually, but I don't know if they've seen guys.
I think Manvel's going to stretch the field a lot and really run those deep routes and try to get vertical in Highland Park's defense, and that may open up the slots and those intermediate routes. So the simulation may have been a sign of what to come because they're going to focus on Cam Scott and Jalen Preston, and I think the slot receivers on the inside routes may have a lot of room to work with.
On the other side of the ball, I think that if Highland Park's going to win this game, they've got to take care of the football, which has been their MO all year.
Yes.
I mean, this is a very sound football team. They take care of the football. They don't turn it over. They don't make a ton of mistakes. And Manvel's got to be ready for that because and especially, we keep harping on it, but Denton Ryan was 11 of 14 on third downs in their state semifinal, or rather, Highland Park was 11 of 14 on third down conversions against Denton Ryan in the state semifinal, and that was a huge reason why they're playing in this game. For Manvel, their defense is going going to have to deal with a very slippery John Stephen Jones
Yes.
and a couple of guys, Paxton Alexander, Connor Allen, and Cade Sawstad is a guy to keep an eye on.
Really, I think if Highland Park can run the football a little bit with Alexander and Allen, I think that can really take some of the pressure off Jones, because I think a lot of the attention of the Manvel defense will be on Highland Park's excellent senior signal caller.
So there you go. That's our simulation of the 5A Division I state championship game. Make sure you see the complete coverage of the Texas High School Football State Championship games at texasfootball.com/state. For Matt Stepp, I am Greg Tepper. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the internet.